I'm Jenny Ice and this is Tyler Fabian. Today we're going to be going over how to properly officiate a 5v5 indoor futsal soccer match.
So the first thing we're going to start with is the captain's meeting. This is essential for referees and players to know the rules of the game and to knock off any confusion. This will be completed 5 minutes before the start of the game. Both referees and the captains must be present for this meeting to take place. The referee must hit at least 7 to 10 major things, especially in the beginning of the season, in order so that players and referees are on the same page during the game. Some of these can be out of bounds, how many people are on the field, 20-minute halves, no offsides, subs on the fly, no slide tackling, no jewelry, and players must wear shin guards. These rules will be brought up during the captain's meeting right before the game.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jay.
Romer.
I'm going to be Jenny, I'm going to be your head ref tonight. This is 5v5 indoor futsal. There's going to be 2 20-minute halves running the whole time. The white and yellow lines around the gym are going to be your out-of-bounds lines. If you're playing co-rec, you do not need a girls' touch in the offensive half. You cannot score behind in your defensive half. You must wear shin guards. No jewelry is allowed. There is no offsides. Do you have any questions? You're home. 1 or 2?
1.
It is 1. Would you like to kick off or pick your side?
Kick off.
Okay, what side would you like? Okay, have a nice game.
After the captain's meeting, we go to playing. But before we go to playing, we're going to show you the positioning and coverage of what the referee should be looking at and looking for throughout the play. So first, the positioning, we have 2 referees, one at this end and one at the other end. Referees have the ability to call anything either on their side or the other side of the field using their whistle. They have the ability to call out of bounds. For this particular side, this referee has the full sideline and the end line, or the goal line. The scorekeeper will be keeping track of accumulated fouls, the score, and the time. Now we're going to show you the improper and proper way to substitute. Before, in 7v7 and 11v11, you had to substitute on a stoppage of play. For futsal, it can be on the fly. And right now we're going to show you both improper and proper. When a player is on the bench to substitute, they must stay between this area. The yellow lines indicate the area. If the player comes out of that area, that is also an illegal substitution. As long as the player comes off completely, and that player may come on the field and be a legal sub. They must stay in the area. Substituting takes place when the player on the field completely comes off the field and then the player can legally come on the field. This is a legal substitution. Now we're going to show you an illegal substitution, which will result in a blue card if seen by the referee. This happens when a player does not pay attention to the player coming off and comes on to the field of play stop before the player leaves the field. When this occurs, the player that comes on will receive a blue card, and this is shown by the referee.
Romer.
White 24. Illegal substitution.
This illegal substitution results in a 1-minute power play. Now we will show you a legal goal. After the goal has been scored, the referee will then point to the kickoff area and restart with a kickoff. Now we're going to show you the proper way to restart when the ball is out of bounds or someone has scored. The first always starts with the kickoff. This happens in the beginning of the game, start of the second half, or when someone scores. The ball must go forward in a kickoff. As you can see here, the referee will blow the whistle. The ball must go forward and play begins. An illegal kickoff can happen when the ball goes backwards or does not cross or does not go forward. To restart play is simply blowing your whistle and restarting the kick. The ball here is clearly inbounds. As the ball is on a line, it is still in bounds. As long as the ball is touching a line, it is in bounds. When the ball is completely crossed over, it is now out of bounds. And this results in a kick-in, a corner kick, or a goal kick. He will now take the ball and use his hands to distribute the ball to his teammates. The ball must clearly leave the area, the half circle, to be legal. A legal goal kick will result in a redo. This happens when the ball does not clearly leave the area, or the goalkeeper comes out of the area to distribute the ball.
Okay.
The goalkeeper will then restart with the ball in his hands and distribute the ball outside the area. When the ball goes out of bounds on the sideline, a kick-in is awarded to the opposing team. To have a proper kick-in, the ball must be placed on the line, and the player kicking the ball must have his foot on the line, as shown here. This is a legal kick-in. It must be done when the ball is kicked out of bounds by the opposing team. An illegal kick-in occurs when the ball is not touching a line or the player's foot, planting foot, does not touch the line.
Blue kick.
The result of this improper kick will be the other team's ball. Now we're going to show you a proper goal kick. This happens when the attacking team kicks the ball over the goal line. A corner kick is now restarted and is taken at the corner of the field. Now we're going to have a proper restart and a corner kick. This occurs when the ball touches the defender over the goal line. An illegal corner kick occurs when the player's foot is not touching the line or the ball is not placed within the corner. Now we're going to go over direct free kicks and indirect free kicks. A direct free kick occurs when an offensive player is fouled by a defensive player, usually by the INGs. An indirect free kick occurs when you have obstruction, dangerous play, or illegal handling by the goalkeeper, when a player has passed the ball back to his or her own keeper and picks it up with his or her hands. This must be restarted with an indirect free kick and must be touched by another player before entering the goal line. These are automatic direct free kicks, and a player can score directly from this kick. The proper start of a direct free kick in the offensive half occurs when a foul is taken place and the ball is placed where the foul occurred. Next, the defensive players must make a wedge so that the offensive player has a chance to score. We're going to show you an example right now.
Blue kick. White, create a wedge. Separate.
The wedge is created. Once the player is ready and the referee blows its whistle, the player may take their kick. All white players and blue players must stay behind the wedge. Direct free kick, reiterated, are all the INGs. The last one, slide tackling. There will be absolutely no slide tackling. If someone decides to slide, they will be awarded a yellow card. If the same team again decides to slide, this will be awarded a red card, and the player will be ejected. We're going to address direct free kicks. The following incidences may happen on a field, and the referee will award a direct free kick. These are called the INGs: pushing, kicking, tripping, spitting, punching, or handling. These players will demonstrate all of these. Slide tackling. Tripping at an opponent. Now we'll address the indirect free kick. This occurs when dangerous play, playing on the ground, or high kick, the obstruction, or a goalkeeper picks the ball up with his hands after a player has passed back the ball to his or her own goalkeeper. This includes headers, chests, knees, etc. We're going to show you an indirect free kick that occurs inside the area. For this particular instance, the white player is on the goalkeeper's team and passes back illegally to the goalkeeper.
Indirect free kick.
The indirect free kick will take place outside the area and will be addressed by the referee. Place the ball where it is, on the line.
Blue kick.
There will be a wedge if players get in front, and the referee will blow his whistle to signal that the kick is ready to be taken. If the ball had gone in, it would have been a goal kick because the ball was not touched by another player. Dangerous play occurs when the player is either playing on the ground or a high kick occurs. Obstruction occurs when player A in white obstructs player B in blue from getting the ball. The last indirect free kick we are addressing is when the keeper illegally picks up the ball with his or her hands after his or her own player passes them the ball. This will result in an indirect free kick in the area on the yellow line. Now we're going to address the proper procedure of awarding someone a yellow card or a red card. This occurs when a player has committed a foul and the referee either is persistent of infringing rules, slide tackle, etc. It is on the judgment of the referee to award a red or yellow card. For this example, player B is going to slide tackle player A, and the referee will award a yellow card to player B.
Blue 14. Just sit out for 2 minutes.
Once the player has awarded the yellow card, that team will be down a player for 2 minutes. The referee, the scorekeeper will keep track of that 2 minutes and let the player know when that player can come back on the field legally. If white has scored a goal during those 2 minutes, the blue player may come back on in result of the goal. This is also known as a power play. Now we're going to address a player getting a red card. This happens when the player continuously persists in or infringes the rules of the game or a dangerous play has occurred. Player A will elbow player B in the face, and this will be an automatic red card.
Blue 14. You have to leave, or you're not allowed to sit on your team's bench.
That player is then ejected, and that team for the rest of the game has to play with a man down. Now we're going to show you the correct mechanics that a referee must perform when they're in the game. For example, corner kick, just showing goal. Goal kick. Kick in. Indirect free kick. For an indirect free kick, she will put her hand down when the ball has been touched a second time. The summary of co-ed rules are as follows. A minimum of 2 females are required to be on the field at all times. A minimum of 2 men and 2 women are required to start the match. Goals scored by a female are with 2 points. When a male or female has been fouled and issued a penalty kick, only a member of the same sex may take the kick. When a male or female is fouled, he or she must take the free kick before the 6th foul. Beginning with the 6th accumulated foul, males will take direct kicks on all odd-numbered penalties, and the females will take all shots on even-numbered penalties. Females will also take all kicks for which they are fouled. Thank you for watching our 5v5 futsal tutorial.